It's David Grothus. Today's date is March 31st, 2017. I wrote something March 1st, 2017. The title of my speech is The Duty to the Rule of Law. The United States is based on the rule of law. Any person who thinks differently does not care about civic order. Our government has a duty to perform, to uphold, and enforce the law at all times. My honest question to you, the American people, is how can any governor or mayor or sheriff deputy or police officer not enforce the rule of law and get away from their legal duty to obey and enforce the law at all times without consequences? Civic order and the rule of law are brothers. Our nation is adrift in a sea of leaders who have violated their oath to the Constitution. They have been undermining the safety and security of every community by their dereliction of duty to the rule of law. Law-abiding citizens pay taxes to government leaders to uphold and enforce the rule of law. Taxpayers expect their communities to be secure and safe from lawbreakers. I would like to know, when are these public officials who refuse to enforce the rule of law be fired from their jobs and prosecuted for negligence, for failing to fulfill their legal duty to the community they claim to serve? Kate Steinle died from their negligence. To permit any injustice from not being remedied with complete accountability is a loss to the rule of law. It violates the very basis of our nation and our government and the Constitution. The word militia is in the Constitution, yet the governor and the president fail to understand what the word militia means. They're supposed to detain every single person that has broken federal law. The communities in the United States need to be secure from illegal aliens. These government leaders have failed to secure their communities when they have a right and a legal duty to enforce the rule of law. The governor of California is guilty of not enforcing the rule of law. The mayor of San Francisco is guilty of not enforcing the rule of law. The sheriff deputy in San Francisco is guilty of not enforcing the rule of law. Former President Obama is guilty in not enforcing the rule of law. Kate Steinle died because all of these public leaders failed to enforce the rule of law. She was killed by an illegal alien. The border was not secure. The community in San Francisco was not secured. And Kate Steinle died from a bullet wound from an illegal alien. Our nation is not a nation without the enforcement of the rule of law. Our nation is not civil without the rule of law. Each individual that lives in the United States must be legal. Every person who has broken federal law by trespassing into the United States is a violator of the law. Whoever fails to detain violators hates the rule of law, is dereliction of their legal duty to enforce the rule of law. They are accessories after the fact of a criminal that broke federal law because they do not detain them. They hate the Constitution. These people hate civic order, and they have become traitors to everything that brings meaning to life and liberty. They are violating their legal duty to enforce the rule of law. Public leaders have a legal duty to the rule of law. Since when can any public leader decide to not enforce the rule of law at all times? What is going on here? How can the governor of California, the mayor of Los Angeles, and the police chief of Los Angeles not be prosecuted for harboring illegals from jail? They are not detaining illegal aliens today. They are accessories after the fact of illegals trespassing into the United States. They are not honoring their oath to the Constitution. They're not securing their communities from danger. They are derelict in their legal duty to enforce the rule of law. Individuals who have broken federal law are lawbreakers. If the police chief of Los Angeles does not secure his community, is he honoring the Constitution and the preamble which states they are to secure the common defense and provide domestic tranquility? My answer to you is absolutely not. Are they aiding and abetting illegal activity by allowing illegal people in their community of Los Angeles, Orange County, and San Francisco? They are not protecting law-abiding citizens from illegals that could be detained and deported. Today we have to decide that we are a nation of laws, and government employees have a duty to enforce the rule of law at all times, or we are not a nation at all. Why do these leaders keep getting a paycheck for failure to do their legal duty to provide and secure their communities from illegal aliens? Why do they get a paycheck? They have a job that they're elected to do, and they fail to do their job. And who is holding them accountable today for their failure to do their job? My question to you is, why don't you ask them, how do they justify receiving a paycheck from taxpayers that they are not protecting the liberty for? The liberty in their community is undermined by illegal aliens, and they're not detaining these illegal aliens. You have a great day. God bless you, and contemplate what I've shared with you today.